Hello once again. So today we are going to be doing a meditation starring Goddess Flora. And this meditation is called Refinding Our Joy, which is sounding quite similar on purpose to redefining. And that is because this week's energy is going to be assisting us with redefining the things in our life that bring us joy versus the things in our life that do not. So, let me share this out and then we can begin. And for those of you joining me on the replay, you can probably skip the first 4 minutes or so of this video because I'll just be sharing it. For those of you joining me live, you can just tune in about 4-ish minutes, and hopefully by then I will be done. And we'll be able to move on to the meditation. And if you're watching this, you can say hello at any point. I'm just doing my sharing this video out thing to some of the groups that I am in. almost done sharing this out, guys. Thank you, Olivia. Alrighty, so let me just grab some water. So we will be joined here today by the wonderful Goddess Flora. And I will talk about her and give you a brief introduction, and then we can get on to the meditation and what she is here this week to assist us with. But first, an introduction of me for those of you who are new to this page and don't know me. My name is Sarah Avery. I am a Reiki Master, a angelic healer, a spiritual life coach, and a intuitive tarot oracle reader. So I work especially close with those who have subconscious or shadow side blocks to pinpoint their block and help them release, heal, and shift from it to be able to move on to the life that they truly desire to be living. So now let's move on to what Flora is here to help us with this week and what she's all about. Now that you know what I'm all about. Flora, meaning flourishing one, was the Roman goddess of flowers, garden, spring, and new beginnings. She is the physical embodiment of all of nature. Her name has even come to represent all of plant life. She is especially a goddess of flowers, including the flower of youth. Her festival of unrestrained pleasure, called the Floralia, was celebrated at the end of April and the beginning of May. This festival was probably the origin of the maypole apparently I can't talk today. The maypole dance and the gathering of bouquets and flowers, symbolizing the bringing of spring and new life into the world, which has always happened on May 1st. So this is very much so her time. She teaches us to honor all growing things, both inside of us and outside of us. She gives charm to youth, aroma to wine, sweetness to honey, and fragrance to blossoms. She is a reminder to pay attention to pleasure, to the beauty of spring, to new life, wherever within you or in your life that it can be found. So that is why this particular live meditation is dubbed Refinding Our Joy. She is here this week to assist us with, I would say, discernment of what it is in our life which brings us joy versus what it is that does not. So refinding aka redefining what it is that makes us feel happy, what it is that makes us feel positive, uplifting, expansive energy in our life versus what does not. And this particular week is a very potent time of transformation for us as a collective. So this particular week, we will be releasing from ourselves and from our life any aspects of both of these, from either our life or ourselves, that no longer represents who we truly are and no longer feels beneficial, positive, uplifting to us. So she is here to assist us with this transformation, which of course has to start with figuring out what exactly it is that feels beneficial to us and feels authentic to us. So, now that we know this, let us open up to receiving any healing and shifting and transformative energy that Flora has for us today and this week in general. And if you so wish, you can hold your hands up like this. And let us use the affirmation and set the intention that everybody here, whether live or on the replay, will be shifted, transformed, and healed in the exact way in which they need this week for their own personal soul's evolution and spiritual journey. And right now, today, let us open up to all of the good that God, Source, Universe, the Creator, and Goddess Flora has in store for us, trusting that this will be for our best and highest good. So let us now use the affirmation. I accept and am open to receiving any healing, any shifting, and any transformative assistance in direct accordance with my highest and best good at this time. And let us focus our attention on our heart chakra. Let us feel the loving intention in which we are all here today. The love that connects each of us to one another and to the universe, to God, Source, Creator, the Divine. And of course, on this particular day, to Goddess Flora. And now, close your eyes. Take a very deep breath, bring the air all the way down to your tailbone. Hold your breath for approximately 5 seconds. And as you do so, allow your body to begin relaxing. And allow your body's natural breathing rhythm to take over. Allow the air to fall naturally out of your lungs And continue doing this throughout this meditation. And now, in your mind's eye, picture yourself in a field full of flowers and grass, surrounded by trees. The sun is directly above you, shining warm rays of golden light upon your skin, warming you. There are birds in the background that you can hear chirping merrily. The flowers are every color that you can possibly imagine, and every type of flower that you can possibly imagine. And right through the middle of this field, there is a creek running through it. Along the banks of this creek, there are even more flowers. And as you look in awe at the wonderful, marvelous, brilliantly vivid flowers, you see that there is a woman on the banks of this creek who is picking flowers. She has them all over her body, on her clothes, in her hair. She's even carrying a big basket full of flowers that she has already harvested. Her countenance is joyful, uplifting, and very merry. She is laughing, even though there's not really anything per se to laugh about, but she is laughing because it feels good to her soul. She sees you standing there in awe, looking at her, taking in her uplifting, joyful countenance, taking in the wonderful sight of the flowers and of spring. And she walks up to you. Out of her basket, she picks this rosette of flowers, this crown that she has created just for you, and she places it upon your head. And she tells you, you too are a goddess. You too, no matter how small you feel, no matter how weak you perceive yourself to be, you are a goddess. And she hugs you with her joyful, uplifting energy. And as you absorb this uplifting energy, she shows you in your mind's eye all of the different things in your life that are capable of bringing you joy, of bringing you happiness, peace, health, and well-being. She also pinpoints for you everything in your life that is not capable of giving you any of these things. And she tells you, which would you rather have more of? Your soul has already responded to this question before she has even asked it. Your soul is jumping with joy, tuning into this expansive, uplifting, positive, joyful energy from all of these wonderful things in your life and within you that are capable of bringing this to you. Your soul has already chosen for you. But now she asks that you look even deeper inside of yourself. And she shows you once again all of the different things in your life and within yourself that are not capable of bringing you peace of mind, health and well-being, uplifting, expansive, joyful energy, or happiness. And she asks you, what part of you is allowing these to remain in your life? How is it that you are connected to these sets of circumstances? Perhaps people in your life, perhaps situations in your life, perhaps it's a job, perhaps it's a relationship, perhaps it's a family member. And she asks you, can you let go of this? Are you willing to let go of this? Are you willing to choose joy over stress? Are you willing to choose peace of mind and happiness over unsettling, stressful situations? And now she asks you one final question. When will the aspect of you that is holding on to these situations which are not bringing you joy, happiness, health, well-being, or peace of mind, when will you be able to release these from your life? Is it today? Is it tomorrow? Is it next week? Is it 30 minutes from now? An hour from now? Is it next year? She is asking now that you pinpoint within you what it is that is keeping you attached to these situations that are no longer benefiting you, that no longer feel authentic to you and no longer represent who you are. What is it within you that is keeping you connected to these situations in your life? Whatever the answer to that question is for you, that is what you need to work on this week. Is it fear of the unknown? Fear of creating change in your life? Not knowing how it will turn out? Or is it that you just don't feel powerful enough to influence the change that you need to make for yourself in your life? Are you allowing other people or things to have power over you? Have you given your power away in this situation? Is it insecurities that are not allowing you to truly let go of a situation? Fear and doubt about what might happen if you do? Is it the fact that it's a relationship or a connection with somebody in your life that is extremely dysfunctional or stressful for you, but you really, really love that person, so you haven't figured out how to keep this person in your life without dealing with all of the stress that comes with it? Is it a family member that is very important to you, even though you don't really get along that well? Is it a roommate, a friend? Is it a job? Are you holding on to a job that does not feel beneficial or helpful or positive or uplifting to you at all, but you don't have any other source of income or any other job opportunities just yet? Whatever reason that you have for holding on to an unhealthy situation in your life is what really needs to be reevaluated this week. And whatever it is within you that is creating the environment behind which you are stuck in this situation is exactly what it is that needs to be healed and shifted within yourself this week. And that is what Flora is in part here to assist you with. Not so much with the healing necessarily, but with the realizing what it is within you that's keeping you attached and stuck in this situation, and allowing you to realize that you have the opportunity to pick joyful, expansive things in your life over stressful, burdensome, low vibration, non-beneficial situations instead. So she is showing you this week that you have the choice. You are not stuck in the situation, even if it feels like it, even if it seems like it, and even if it has seemed like it for a long, long time now. This week, she is showing you that you can step out of this situation simply by realizing that if you choose situations that feel positive, joyful, happy, and uplifting to you, you can just simply allow yourself to stop feeding these other non-beneficial situations in your life and allow them to fall away naturally. And now, if you have a relatively good idea of what it is within you that is keeping you stuck to a situation that is no longer beneficial for you, now I will call in Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. And now let us open up and let us use the affirmation, I am open to receiving any healing, any shifting, and any transformative energies regarding this situation that I feel stuck in, and regarding how it is that I am still attached to non-beneficial situations in my life. I am open to receiving any healing in this area within me. And I look forward to the abundance, blessings, prosperity, joy, and uplifting energy that will flood into my life once I have allowed all non-beneficial situations in my life to fall away. Archangel Michael is standing directly behind you with his hands on your shoulders. Archangel Raphael is standing immediately in front of you with his hands placed over your chest, over your heart center. And he is sending you all of the healing that all aspects within you need to shift and heal and transform, and to allow yourself to detach from any non-beneficial aspect within you or within your life. And I am just going quiet here for a moment to allow this healing and transforming to take place within each of you. And now I will make a special request to Archangel Raphael to install within each of us a Run Until Done program that will continue this healing and transforming and allowing us to shift out of our attachment to any non-beneficial situation or set of circumstances that we might have in our life or within us. And as it is run until done, it may continue shifting and healing and transforming you for a day, for a week, for a month, maybe even for a year. So just keep in mind to expect changes and transformation to continue occurring throughout time. It is not going to happen all at once. It is not going to be an overnight transformation. And now I will also make a special request to Archangel Michael to install within us another Run Until Done program to help us realize and release any situations in our life in which we have the choice to either be attracted to joyful, positive, uplifting things, or to remain stuck or reacting to, or even reacting from a place of low energy, low vibration, and a lack of positive energy. So this program is going to run until done, however long it takes, a day, a week, a year, however long. And it will help us to pinpoint anything in our life that is not beneficial to us, and any way in which it does not feel as if it represents our true selves. Any way that it does not feel as if it represents who we truly are, now that we have shifted and grown so much already on our spiritual journey and in this lifetime. Anything that we have outgrown, that we have moved away from, or that we are ready now to move away from, will be highlighted due to this program that will run until it has highlighted all of the ways in which you are living your life in ways that do not feel authentically you. And now that these programs have been installed and will run until done, Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael are now going to depart after giving you a nice, warm, angelic hug from both of them. And poof, they disappear. And now you are once again standing in this field surrounded by beautiful flowers and warm sunlight, with birds singing happily in the distance. And you are standing there once again with Goddess Flora. And she bids you to call upon her anytime you feel as if you need to pinpoint the things that will bring you joy versus the things that will not. So if you are really struggling this week or any other week with being joyful, with being happy, due to the circumstances in your life stressing you out and draining your energy, call upon her in the future to help you find your zest and your spark and your joy of life once again. She gives you one last warm, joyful hug, and she tells you, laugh much, laugh often, and laugh hard. For there is no situation in our life important enough to rob us of our joy. No situation that is worthy of preventing us from being joyful. And with that, she too bids you adieu and departs. And now you open your eyes and you are back in the room in which we began this meditation. You are back in your physical body, back in your life. And back in this physical 3D reality. And with that, I am going to bid you all adieu. I hope that this has been beneficial to you. I hope that this has been helpful in refinding and redefining your joy, and allowing you to shift out of any situation or set of circumstances in your life that does not feel helpful or beneficial or uplifting to you. And I hope that you will tune in on Monday when I do my next energy report reading forecast. Much love to all of you. Mwah.